I was tending my 50-acre field, a sprawling expanse of farmland I'd owned since 1955, when a police cruiser rolled up, lights flashing. Karen Miller, HOA tyrant, strutted beside an officer, waving a clipboard and claiming my field was HOA property due to unpaid assessments. She demanded the police seize it, smirking as if she'd won. Karen, who'd smashed my window, kidnapped my daughter Emma, and stopped my mom's nurse, had gone too far, targeting my land on county soil outside her HOA's reach. She didn't know my field was deeded to me 70 years ago. My ownership records were ironclad, and I, Sarah, the farmer, Meadow Mart owner, conservationist, SWAT trainer, and federal health inspector, held the title in my safe. Her stunt wasn't just a lie. It was a federal overreach, and I was ready to bury her. I stood by my tractor, phone filming, as Karen ranted about reclaiming my field. Neighbors gathered, outraged. This wasn't just a land grab. It was Karen's boldest attack, blind to my legacy and my evidence. My blood boiled, but a grin spread. She thought she could steal my life's work? I was about to turn her scheme into a viral takedown, with my deed as the hammer. What unfolded wasn't just saving my field. It was a masterclass in justice, historical truth, and community power that left Karen humiliated, her HOA crushed, and Crescent Meadows stronger. My deed wasn't just paper, it was her undoing, and the law was on my side. Karen's clipboard was her worst mistake, and my 70-year legacy would bury her. Crescent Meadows was a defiant suburb. Its snow-draped fields, quirky barns, and my Meadow Mart cafe a loud rejection of Karen Miller's HOA tyranny. Once stifled by bans on unkempt fields and unpaid dues, it now thrived, with my 50-acre farmland, state leased and HOA exempt, as its backbone. My field, deeded to my family in 1955, was on unincorporated county land, protected by county and federal laws. I'm Sarah, the farmer, conservationist, SWAT trainer, Meadow Mart owner, and federal health inspector who'd crushed Karen 21 times, buying Meadow Mart after her farm stand ban, exposing her assault on Lily, stopping her fishing derby, evicting her fishing club, jailing fake HOA cops, rallying for a pilot's defiance, retrieving my tow tractor, shutting down her cop call on my fence, backing Ibrahim Traore, ejecting her security patrol, protecting the Thompsons, winning court for my wrecked car, defending my mom's cold stand, exposing her 911 call on Senator Ellison, grounding her airline stunt, nailing her bank meddling, restoring my water pipe, towing her SUV, saving my mom's nurse, rescuing Emma from her kidnapping, and saving my son Liam from her brick attack. My field, my life's work, was documented in a 1955 deed stored in my safe. Karen Miller, mid-50s, was a delusional bully, her clipboard a flimsy prop for her power obsession. Exiled, jailed, and bankrupted, she'd fabricated a claim that my field was HOA managed, citing fake assessments from 2020. Her scheme, backed by a few HOA loyalists, relied on a forged map, unaware that my deed predated her HOA by decades and her actions violated federal land laws. Key allies included my mother, Ellen, a sharpshooter with dialysis, Tom, my biologist friend who monitored my lake, Linda, the councilwoman who backed my fights, Lily, my waitress-turned-leader, and the Thompsons, especially Dr. James Thompson. Deputy Harris, my SWAT friend, was on the scene, and my FBI contact, Agent Laura Chun, was ready to escalate. The Crescent Meadows Forum, our digital hub, would rally support. The setting was a crisp February morning in 2025 on my field's edge along a county road, where my tractor idled beside rows of winter crops. Karen, with Officer Daniels, a rookie misled by her lies, demanded my land seizure. My security cameras, set up for farm protection, caught every word in her forged map. Neighbors, alerted by the cruiser, gathered in the snow. Karen's claim was baseless, and her ignorance of my deed was her fatal flaw. This wasn't just about my field, it was Karen's final assault on Crescent Meadows' freedom. For me, it was a chance to protect my legacy, expose her fraud, and unite our community. As I filmed, I knew this fight would echo our victories and redefine our town's strength. Karen's land grab was a farce. "This field's ours," she shouted, waving her forged map as Officer Daniels hesitated, sensing her bluff. I filmed, yelling, "This is county land, Karen. I've owned this field since 1955. Her smirk faltered. She hadn't known my tenure. I called Harris, who laughed. "She's claiming your land?" "She's done." Ellen texted my deed scan, saying Karen's buried. Linda vowed to bring county officials, noting she's defrauding a federal inspector. Prison time. I confronted Karen, phone rolling. "You're lying to police on county land. I'm a federal inspector, and my deed's 70 years old." She scoffed. "Your land's forfeited," waving her fake map. Neighbors filmed, furious. My forum post ignited. Karen brought police to steal my field. Owned since 1955. I'm a federal inspector. Hashtag Karen steals land and hashtag protect Sarah's field trended, hitting 2 million views. Jake, my barista, live streamed from Meadowmart, showing my deed. "Crescent Meadows stands with Sarah," he said, hitting 2.5 million views. Lily handed out flyers about county land laws, explaining Sarah's field is hers. Karen's a fraud. Karen rallied her HOA cronies, a trio with signs. "Reclaim our land." But neighbors drowned them out, chanting Sarah's field. Mia, my farmhand, filmed Karen's map, catching its typos. I shared my camera clip, Karen's forging claims to my 70-year-old field. The video hit 15 million views. James Thompson arrived, saying she targeted us too. "We're testifying." His federal clout rattled Karen's cronies. Harris arrived, lights off, with Agent Shun. "What's the claim?" Harris asked, eyeing Karen's map. She insisted my field was HOA property. I handed Harris my 1955 deed, smiling. "I've owned this since Eisenhower." Shun checked my footage, stating this is federal fraud. I live-streamed. Karen's fake maps busted. She's stealing my field. The stream hit 30 million views, with news vans arriving. Comments flooded. "Sarah's a legend. Karen's a thief." Linda arrived with a county land surveyor, announcing Karen's map is forged, Sarah's deed is valid. The crowd chanted "Field, field," as Karen's cronies fled. The forum planned a field-free day at Meadowmart, with music and land rights talks. Karen tried one last lie, claiming the HOA annexed my field, but Harris showed my deeds registry. I pulled my original deed from my safe, ready to end her. The stage was set, not just to stop her, but to crush her reign and rally Crescent Meadows around my legacy. Her map was her end, and my field was eternal. My field was a battleground of truth. Karen stood by the cruiser, trembling, as Harris and Shun questioned her. The live stream hit 50 million views, with hashtag Karen steals land and hashtag protect Sarah's field trending globally. Neighbors packed the road, waving signs, "Sarah's land. No HOA lies." News crews broadcast live, anchors calling a farmer's stand versus HOA fraud. The air crackled, and I was ready to bury Karen. Tom addressed the crowd, voice steady. "Sarah's field is on county land, HOA exempt. Her 1955 deed is unbreakable, and Karen's map is a forgery." He showed my deed and camera footage, proving her lies. Neighbors gasped, sharing the clips online. Ellen handed out flyers, saying, "Sarah's our legacy. Karen's stealing history." The forum surged, "Karen's a fraud. Sarah's our queen." A viral tweet read, "HOA Karen tries to seize 70-year-old field. Doesn't know owner's a federal inspector. Hashtag Karen steals land." Karen screamed, "Sarah's land is ours." But Shin held up my footage, stating, "Your map's a fake, and you're on video defrauding police." Her face collapsed. She hadn't known my deed's weight. National land rights groups joined X, posting, "Karen's attack on Sarah's field is a disgrace. Support Crescent Meadows." The Change.org petition protects Sarah's field hit 4 million signatures, with comments like, "Sarah's a legend," and "Karen's done." Linda spoke to reporters, voice firm. "Sarah's field and legacy are our pride. Karen's fraud threatens us all." She announced a council motion to fine the HOA $125,000 and ban all claims. The crowd roared. chanting field free. The HOA, gutted by scandals, leaked text disavowing Karen. She's rogue. Neighbors guarded my field as my farmhands patrolled the fence. I grabbed the megaphone, heart racing. Karen thought she could steal my 70-year field, but I'm a federal inspector and my deed's law. I proposed a field-free day at Meadow Mart with farming demos, music, and a fundraiser for land conservation, inviting all. The crowd cheered, volunteering to tend my crops. I shared online. Karen's fraud failed. Join us for Sarah's Field. The live stream hit 80 million views, with hashtag FieldFreeDay trending. Comments flooded. Sarah's unstoppable. Karen's a thief. Karen made a last stand, yelling at Shun. The HOA's above you. But Rachel, my attorney, arrived with a federal warrant. You're charged with fraud, trespass, and extortion, she said as Harris cuffed her. The crowd parted, phones filming her walk to the FBI van. Jake's stream hit 100 million views, with comments like, "Bye, Karen." Field wins. News ran headlines. Federal inspector's 70-year deed crushes HOA Karen's land grab. Lily organized kids to paint field-free signs, while Tom tied it to my lake, saying Sarah protects our roots. Harris cleared the scene, and neighbors patrol my field. Linda promised county funding for a crescent field sign, marking its status. The stage was set for a victory that would save my legacy, end Karen's reign, and show Crescent Meadows' power. Karen was cuffed, but what happened next would shock everyone. The county courthouse pulsed with justice as Karen faced trial. My field secure. The live stream hit 120 million views, with hashtag Karen Steals Land and hashtag Protect Sarah's Field trending worldwide. Neighbors packed the gallery, waving field-free signs as news crews filmed. I held the megaphone, my roles as federal inspector, conservation head, and SWAT trainer now a verdict, my deed our sword, ready to bury Karen. Judge Larson, a federal veteran, called order. Ms. Miller, you're charged with fraud, trespass, and extortion, he said. Rachel presented my 1955 deed and footage, showing Karen's forged map. The plaintiff's field is county land, owned for 70 years, she said. The gallery cheered, phones filming for the forum, where comments surged. Karen's done. Sarah's our queen. Shin testified, voice sharp. Karen's map was forged to deceive police. Her texts confirm intent. She showed Karen's messages, sparking gasps. Linda announced the council's $125,000 HOA fine and dissolution vote. The crowd chanted field, field, as kids waved painted tractors, symbols of our win. Tom showed my camera logs, proving Karen's scheme. Sarah's deed crushed her, he said, sparking applause. I unveiled a crescent field, signed sketch, county-backed, to mark my land status. This field's mine, not Karen's, I said, sharing it online, a tractor under a state seal. The forum erupted. Perfect. Sarah's legacy. Larson reviewed the evidence, deed, footage, texts, calling it irrefutable. Karen, pleading not guilty, claimed Sarah's land's new. But Rachel played her rant, exposing her lies. Larson ruled, guilty on all counts. 5 years for Miller, $750,000 in damages to Sarah, and HOA dissolution. The gallery roared as Karen slumped, broken. My digital dossier, deed, footage, warrants, was handed to the press, ensuring conviction. News ran it live. Federal inspector's 70-year deed halts HOA Karen's land grab. The crowd surged, music blaring, as field-free day plans took shape. I gave the mic to Ellen, who shone. Sarah's field is our heart, she said. Neighbors hugged her, guarding my land in solidarity. This wasn't just Karen's defeat. It was Crescent Meadows' triumph, proof our roots could outshine fraud. As my field stood firm, justice landed. Karen's conviction was Crescent Meadows' victory. News ran headlines like 70-year owner defeats HOA Karen's land grab and Sarah's field triumphs. The live stream hit 300 million views, with hashtag Karen Steals Land trending for weeks. Fan art of my tractor as a justice symbol flooded the forum, and land rights groups invited me to speak. Talk shows called, but I stayed grounded, saying this is about my field. Field Free Day was a triumph. Thousands joined, neighbors, kids, county officials, touring my farmland, dancing, and unveiling the Crescent Field sign. Meadow Mart catered, and Tom led eco talks, tying my field to my lake's bluefins. The event raised $250,000 for land conservation, and state leaders hailed it as a model. The forum buzzed with photos. Sarah's field shines. No more Karens. The HOA was eradicated. Linda's vote fined it $125,000 and dissolved it, with new laws banning false claims. Karen got 5 years, was banned from Crescent Meadows, and vanished to a prison cell, reportedly arguing over rules. Don't steal like Karen became a local joke painted on barns. My field became a tourist draw, with visitors posing by the sign. Meadow Mart and my farm stand soared, the cafe hosting field nights with music and land rights talks. Tourists flocked to Sarah's field, boosting sales. Neighbors brought gifts, mini tractors, deed patches, saying my legacy inspired them. Tom's data showed my lake thriving, celebrated at a community feast. The digital dossier, deed, footage, verdicts was studied for land rights laws, influencing policy. Lily mentored kids, painting eco signs for the fields. The forum planned a field fest with music, farming demos, and SWAT drills, cementing our spirit. Sarah turned Karen's fraud into our triumph. One post read, I hired teens to patrol my field, giving them pride. At the fest, under a Fields Forever banner, Linda toasted, to Sarah, her field in Crescent Meadows, where roots defeat lies. Fireworks burst, kids danced, and my field glowed. Karen's map had been a spark, but we built a legacy. Meadow Mart, my farm, and my field were our stronghold, proof no bully could steal our land. As stars shone, I knew Crescent Meadows would always stand deep, proud, and free.